At dawn, as the sun rises over the vast ocean, the BP Bernardino ship begins its tuna fishing journey for the new day. This time marks the peak of tuna season in the Pacific region, with schools of tuna moving in search of food along unique ocean currents. The Bernardino aims to harvest between 50 and 70 tons of tuna on this trip, a significant contribution to the seafood economy. The fishing process aboard the BP Bernardino is a prime example of the seamless integration of traditional experience and modern technology. Each morning, the massive fishing nets are meticulously prepared, ready to be deployed as the ship reaches its strategic position. The fishermen quickly lower the nets into the deep waters, forming a vast arc that covers thousands of square meters, where schools of tuna are often spotted. At the same time, small boats begin to take action, guided by precise signals from a helicopter. The helicopter patrols above, easily spotting the movements of the tuna schools thanks to the clear blue waters. The signals transmitted from the helicopter help direct the small boats, which then herd the fish into the area where the nets have been set. Step by step, the tuna are carefully guided into the heart of the net zone, ensuring that the fishing process is optimized for maximum yield. Once the fish have gathered, the crew begins to pull in the nets using a modern automated winch system. The net is slowly and carefully reeled in, layer by layer, to avoid damaging the quality of the fish. The sight of large tuna rising to the surface of the water is the result of an unrelenting process and the harmonious coordination between humans and machinery. This process is not only efficient, but also highly sustainable, as it ensures minimal disruption to the surrounding marine ecosystem. Every step, from the careful placement of the nets to the exacting work of the crew, is designed to preserve the health of the tuna population and maintain the integrity of the ocean. The BP Bernardino's approach to tuna fishing serves as a model of modern fishing practices, blending traditional methods with cutting-edge technology to create a successful and sustainable industry. As the nets begin to close, forming a tightening circle around the tuna, an unexpected challenge arises. A pod of dolphins, attracted by the activity in the water, swims alongside the tuna, inadvertently finding themselves within the expanding net. The fishermen, well-trained and experienced, immediately spring into action. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, they work swiftly to help guide the dolphins out of the tightening net before it becomes too narrow for them to escape. With careful coordination and the use of specialized tools, the fishermen gently encourage the dolphins to swim toward the open sections of the net, ensuring their safety and minimizing stress to the animals. Meanwhile, the tuna inside the net become increasingly agitated as the nets close in around them. The once swimming schools now struggle to find their way through the narrowing space. Their erratic movements create a chaotic scene, with the shimmering bodies of the tuna splashing and darting in all directions. The fishermen continue to carefully pull in the net, but their focus remains on maintaining the delicate balance between efficient fishing and the protection of marine life. With precision, the winch system continues to draw in the net, inching closer to securing the tuna without harming the surrounding environment. The frantic energy of the tuna contrasts with the calm and synchronized movements of the crew, who remain vigilant in ensuring that the operation is carried out responsibly. This moment highlights the complex nature of the fishing process, where technology, skill, and respect for marine life intersect. Ultimately, the safety of the dolphins and the quality of the catch remain the top priority, ensuring a successful and ethical harvest for all involved. As the nets are slowly hauled closer to the ship, the intensity of the operation escalates. The crew members, agile and well-practiced, work in synchronized precision, pulling the heavy nets inch by inch toward the vessel. The sound of the winch whirring and the rhythmic movement of the crew fills the air as they continue their meticulous task. The nets, now brimming with tuna, draw near the boat's side, and the moment of the catch begins to unfold. With swift hands, the fishermen grab their landing nets, each large enough to scoop up massive quantities of fish. They maneuver the nets carefully into position, preparing to lift the first batch of tuna from the water. As the nets are brought up to the boat's side, the first haul is transferred into the waiting baskets, and the winch system lifts the catch onto the deck. Each batch weighs over a ton, with the tuna glistening in the morning sun as they are moved with remarkable efficiency. The crew works quickly, but with great care, ensuring the fish are handled with respect and kept in prime condition. The sight of these first hauls hitting the deck is a true testament to the success of the operation. The massive amounts of tuna are quickly sorted and stored, ready for immediate processing. Each catch is carefully documented, contributing to the ongoing data collection for sustainable practices. With each successive haul, more and more tuna are brought up from the depths, as the crew continues their work with determination and professionalism. The deck of the ship becomes a hive of activity, with workers moving in unison, ensuring the fish are handled with the utmost care. One of the biggest challenges in the seafood industry is maintaining the freshness of the product throughout the entire process, from when the fish is caught to when it reaches the consumer. In the salmon industry, particularly for high freshness products such as live salmon or fillet salmon, proper transportation and storage are crucial factors in maintaining product quality. However, with the advent of processing salmon directly on the ship, a significant step has been made to minimize the risk of losing freshness and to enhance product quality. Processing on board, the solution to preserving freshness. In traditional salmon processing, fish are often transported from the fishing vessels to onshore processing plants, where they are then cleaned and prepared. However, by processing the salmon directly on board, the fish avoid long transport times and are handled almost immediately after being hauled in from the sea. This helps to minimize the time between catching and processing, ensuring the fish stays fresh and of the highest quality. As soon as the salmon is pulled from the cold waters, the crew begins the cleaning process right on the ship. One of the first steps is to remove the scales, internal organs, and head, ensuring that the fish meat is free from contaminants. This is critical, as parts like the head and internal organs can degrade the quality of the fish if not handled quickly. The fish is then washed with cold water to remove bacteria, mud, and debris, protecting it from any potential contamination during the catching process. Unwanted parts, such as scales, heads, and internal organs, are collected separately and can later be repurposed for other uses, such as fertilizer or animal feed. Advanced processing equipment, from fresh fish to perfect product. In addition to manual cleaning, modern fishing vessels are equipped with automated processing equipment that streamlines the process and makes it more efficient. These devices can include fillet cutting machines, vacuum sealing equipment, and advanced cold storage systems. The fish is classified and filleted into boneless portions, saving time and effort during later processing stages. One of the standout benefits of onboard processing is the ability to package the salmon immediately. After cleaning and filleting, the fish is vacuum sealed or packed in airtight packaging, helping to protect the product from bacteria and preserving its freshness. This packaging also helps maintain the fresh flavor of the salmon throughout transportation, ensuring the product reaches consumers without losing any quality. Storage and transportation. ensuring freshness until the consumer's hands. Once processed and packaged, the salmon is placed in refrigerated storage on the ship, where the temperature is maintained at a consistent level to keep the product at its ideal temperature, usually between 0 degrees and 4 degrees Celsius. This not only helps preserve the freshness of the salmon for a longer period, but also prevents the growth of bacteria that could cause spoilage. Fishing vessels typically have advanced cold storage systems that allow them to store large quantities of salmon for extended periods without compromising quality. Throughout the transportation back to shore, the salmon remains in cold storage or frozen warehouses to ensure that it retains its freshness, color, and signature flavor. This means that when the salmon reaches distributors and eventually the consumers, it remains as fresh as the moment it was processed. This onboard processing and advanced preservation method greatly enhances the overall efficiency of the salmon supply chain, while ensuring that consumers receive a product that is as fresh and high quality as possible. With every step, from the moment of catching to packaging and shipping, the industry continues to innovate and find ways to offer top quality seafood while maintaining sustainability and freshness. The process of processing salmon directly on board is a major advancement in the seafood industry, helping to maintain the absolute freshness of the fish and delivering high-quality products to consumers. From cleaning and processing the fish directly at sea to storing it in advanced cold storage facilities, this process not only minimizes transportation time, but also optimizes the production process, ensuring that the salmon remains fresh and high quality when it reaches consumers. With the development of technology and modern procedures, salmon processed on board not only meets the growing demand for consumption, but also contributes to environmental protection and cost savings in production. This creates an effective closed-loop system in the seafood processing industry, supporting sustainability while enhancing efficiency. By utilizing innovative methods and advanced equipment, the industry is taking significant steps toward providing consumers with the freshest and most sustainably sourced seafood possible. The integration of technology, onboard processing, and eco-conscious practices has made it possible to meet increasing market demands while ensuring that the entire process is both efficient and environmentally responsible. This holistic approach sets a new standard in the seafood industry, proving that progress can go hand in hand with sustainability.